a brief moment of peaceful rest for the driver. Hi everyone, I'm Twin, a 30-year-old living in Hanoi, Vietnam with my wife. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy sharing this journey with us. Right now, both my wife and I are out of work. Life hasn't been easy, and we've had to adjust to a lot of unexpected changes in our daily lives. Recently, my wife has been staying up late almost every night, searching for and doing online jobs. Seeing how hard she's been working, I decided to wake up early today, head to the local market, and make a nice meal for her. Because money is still tight for us, we rent a small room for about $70 a month. It's about 5 kilometers from the center of Hanoi. A lot of people live here, especially students, because the rent is affordable. It may not be the most convenient place to live, but the lower cost helps us get by. Many people say Hanoi has the highest cost of living in Vietnam. From my perspective though, many freelance workers still earn relatively low incomes, so making ends meet isn't always easy. I don't know if any of you have ever been to Hanoi for work or on vacation. If you have, you've probably noticed that the gap between the rich and the poor is still quite noticeable. What's the first thing you do in the morning when you're unemployed? Maybe, like me, you take a little time to slow down and enjoy a quiet moment for yourself. My wife is still very tired from staying up late, so I'm going to let her sleep in. I definitely don't want to wake her up early. During this season in Vietnam, unexpected rain showers happen all the time, so I always bring the laundry in early in the morning to keep it from getting wet again. If it does, it can take a very long time to dry. We usually hang our laundry on the rooftop because it gets plenty of sunshine and a nice breeze, which helps our clothes dry much faster. You'll notice that people here grow lots of plants to keep their homes cooler, even on the rooftops. Most of the houses are 4 or 5 stories tall, and it's common to see greenery on top of them. People who are better off can simply use a clothes dryer, but that's not an option for us. So before we leave the house, we always make sure to bring the laundry in. That way, we don't have to worry about an unexpected rain shower soaking our clothes. With the morning chores out of the way, it's time to treat myself to breakfast and take a peaceful walk around the lake near my home. On the second floor of the house, there are 2 other rooms right next to ours. Just outside the place where we live is a large community recreation area. It's open to everyone in the neighbourhood, and people come here to exercise, relax, or simply enjoy the outdoors. Spaces like this are very common all across Hanoi. One thing you'll see everywhere in Hanoi is the small tea stalls. They're an important part of the local culture. Whether you're on a busy street or walking through a narrow alley, there's usually one nearby. People from all walks of life stop by, from students and construction workers to office employees, but they're especially popular with older locals.
Em gửi tiền.
Tea is incredibly inexpensive here. A cup typically costs between 10 and 40 cents, depending on the neighbourhood. The community space isn't just for relaxing and exercising. You'll also find small street vendors set up here, and many local families use it as an outdoor parking area for their motorcycles. Because houses in this neighbourhood are relatively small, there's often not enough room to park inside. Leaving motorcycles outdoors is practical, but it also means they're exposed to the weather every day, so they tend to wear out faster. One thing Vietnam is famous for is its sidewalk coffee culture. It used to be more closely associated with Ho Chi Minh City, but these days it's become just as popular in Hanoi. More and more people here have embraced the trend. Coffee here is quite affordable, especially compared to the average income. A cup usually costs about 70 cents. For breakfast today, I decided to grab a banh mi and a cup of coffee. I'm sure many of you have heard of Vietnam's famous banh mi. It's one of the country's most iconic street foods.
Em gửi tiền trước với.
This banh mi shop follows the Saigon style and it's absolutely delicious. If you ever visit Vietnam, it's definitely something you should try. You'll also see people delivering bags of purified ice. They load pre-packaged bags of ice onto small trucks and deliver them to cafes, restaurants and drink stalls throughout the neighbourhood. It's part of their daily routine, day after day. Sitting here with a banh mi, watching the city wake up and people go about their day, somehow makes me feel a little more at peace. Everyone is busy with their own work, rushing from one place to another. Yet even in the middle of the hustle and bustle, many people still carry a smile. Because for them, work isn't just about making a living. It's what keeps food on the table and gives their families a better life. From simple jobs like bringing an old pair of shoes back to life, to people who clean the streets, collect trash, and take care of the city's lakes. Their hard work helps keep the environment clean, beautiful, and enjoyable for everyone. Even though there aren't many fish here, it's still a favourite spot for older people and children. They come to fish, relax, and simply enjoy spending time outdoors.
Đưa cá ra cho em.
Greenery around the park has grown pretty thick, so maintenance workers are cutting it back to keep everything neat and tidy. This park isn't just a place where older people come to exercise. It's also a popular spot for young people to practice riding motorcycles before taking their licence test. I'm lucky that today's weather is cool and the air is so fresh. It's the perfect time to take a peaceful walk around the lake, clear my head, and enjoy the moment. I've enjoyed my walk, but now it's time to head back. I'm going to stop by the market to pick up a few ingredients and cook lunch for my wife. I live in an old traditional craft village, so there are still plenty of older houses around here. Like many older neighbourhoods, some areas also struggle with litter. The peaceful courtyards of these ancient temples are a perfect place for older locals to gather, relax, and play chess. This is the local market in my neighbourhood here in Hanoi. It's where I usually come to buy fresh ingredients and everyday essentials. Vietnam is known for its wide selection of fresh fruits and vegetables. There's plenty to choose from, and the prices are very affordable.
Sao mà mượn này? Em gửi. Đây gì?
Because it's a modest local market, vendors set up their stalls wherever they can, along the sidewalks, in open spaces, and
Hai
throughout
cà
the
chua.
market.
Vâng.
I've got everything I came for, so it's time to head home. I'll start preparing the ingredients and get lunch cooking before I get too hungry. Since we don't have much space where we live, we usually cook simple, home-style meals instead of anything elaborate. By the time I got home, my wife was still sleeping. I wanted her to get a little more rest, so I'll cook everything first and wake her up once the meal is ready for us to enjoy together. Traditionally, women in Vietnam were usually the ones who cooked for the family, but that's changing. These days, many men enjoy cooking too, whether it's a simple meal or something more elaborate, as a way of sharing the household responsibilities. Since I'm the one cooking today, I'm going to show off my skills by making 3 dishes for my wife to enjoy. About 30 minutes later, lunch is ready. I'll wake my wife now so we can sit down and enjoy a simple home-cooked meal together. It's nothing fancy, but meals like this always taste better when they're shared with someone you love. And just like that, everything is ready. Now it's time for my wife and me to sit down and enjoy this simple home-cooked meal made with lots of love. If you enjoyed spending the day with us, we'd really appreciate it if you could give this video a like and leave us a comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you'll continue to follow our journey and stay with us in the days ahead.